Hello and welcome to the Musical Chairs Podcast, the only podcast that invites you to pull up a chair and take a listen. Today I wanted to talk about the Fyre Festival. It's fuego, so much fuego. Now that's hot. The roof is on fire. Yes, the Fyre Festival, F-Y-R-E. Now the Fyre Festival is supposed to be a 2-weekend extravaganza somewhere in the Bahamas on a private island, promising that models and well-to-do people would be attending so that the common folks such as you and I can meet those people, network, and perhaps have a great time while listening to a bunch of different artists from Blink-182 to the next Milli Vanilli. Oh, Milli Vanilli wasn't supposed to be there? But in any regard, they had a ton of artists promise that they would be there, and they sold tickets to this thing. Now, tickets on average were anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000. And about 1,000 different people bought these tickets based on a promo kind of like this. Now tell me, if you saw them models and you were thinking like you were gonna hook up with a model while you were there in crystal clear waters on an island owned by Pablo Escobar, wouldn't you wanna go? I mean, that makes me wanna go. But alas, little did they know those patrons would have the time of their lives, because those patrons showed up and it kind of looked like this.
This is what they got. Disaster relief tents and mattresses piled up in the dirt.
Well, those are your mattresses.
There are reports of feral dogs roaming the grounds. As for that gourmet food, here it is, a cheese sandwich in a styrofoam box. Now, total chaos has erupted. Fans are fleeing the Fyre Festival on emergency flights out of the Bahamas. Some Americans complained of being locked inside the terminal.
They are chained in.
Others reported being stuck on the tarmac for hours.
We're gonna have to deplane everybody.
So after experiencing that hellhole, they all decided to go back home with tales of woe is me and eating sandwiches made of cheese and not having bathrooms or electricity or even running water. So a lot of people feel that those people got what they deserved, that they were maybe trying to live a life that they couldn't afford and plunking down a bunch of money that they probably shouldn't have, knowing full and well that these kinds of things are almost too good to be true. And you know what they say about things too good to be true. When it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Now the funny thing is that Ja Rule was the face of this festival. Wouldn't you think twice if you saw Ja Rule at your house saying, I want $10,000, I'll send you Barbados? Wouldn't that kind of scare you? That would scare me. I wouldn't go with Ja Rule, and it would make me think twice to double check and make sure this thing is actually legit. Now, some of the reports that I've seen out there have shown that people weren't getting paid, and they didn't even start planning it until at least 3-4 months before the festival was supposed to go up. Now, logistically, everybody was centered in the United States, and they decided to start planning sometime in February when this thing was supposed to go up in May or late April. That sounds to me like that is not gonna go well, and it absolutely did not go well. In fact, it went so badly that they are being sued. Yes, they being the Fyre Corporation, or Fyre Entertainment, is being sued, as well as Ja Rule, and I'm not sure how much money you're gonna get out of Ja Rule, as well as a lot of those models that we just saw a little while ago. Now, a lot of those models promoted this Fyre thing not knowing or really having any involvement in any of the activities that it took to put this thing together. They were just eye candy to attract investors and patrons. And they kind of forgot while they were promoting, all except one of them, they kind of forgot to say, hey, this is an advertisement, which actually breaks FTC rules, the Federal Trade Commission. So those models have been included as part of a class action suit. Now, I don't know if they're gonna win these people suing. the Fyre entertainment people and all these models, I'm not sure how many of them are actually gonna get restitution right now, but I am very interested to see where this is gonna go. And of course, I will be bringing you episodes out when that actually happens. So I wanted to give you some tips. In the event you ever caught into something like this, you hear about a festival that sounds like it's on fire, and it really makes you want to think, is this gonna be another Barbados, Bahamas thing? I'm gonna give you some tips for you to keep yourself out of fake festivals. Number one, if Ja Rule is involved in any way, shape, or form, run for it. Where has Ja Rule been for the last few years? That's right, he was locked up for a while. And he recently came out. What's the last Ja Rule song you remember? All the people that be living it up, what will I do? He can't sing, neither can I. But geez, at least I have the common sense to say so. Any rapper is involved, unless it's like, I don't know, Eminem or Dr. Dre. Like, it's gotta be on that level, not Ja Rule. Tip number two, if it's not in the United States, don't go. That's right, stay in the United States. If you stay in the United States, probably a good idea that's probably actually gonna happen. Number three, don't go to islands. Now, if the festival is being put on an island that was supposedly owned by a former drug cartel kingpin, you might want to double think about that. Like, you may want to think, maybe they want to come back. That cartel probably didn't go away. They're probably coming back and looking for it. Now, to be honest with you, we know that that former island was not actually, or that former location was not actually owned by Pablo Escobar. But it's a great story. I want to believe that it was owned by Pablo Escobar.
Plata o plomo.
So avoid all islands. Make sure isthmus, those are cool. You can do those. Isthmuses, but not islands. Number four, make sure that there are reputable companies sponsoring the event. Now, to be honest with you, if you actually look through the deck or the PowerPoint presentation they put together for this for investors, it looked on paper to be completely legit. Some of the people that they were looking at to trying to make sure that they put money into the festival, it looked pretty good. However, if you don't see it on those sponsors' websites, like if you don't see anything about it, maybe you should probably avoid it. Go with legit sponsors. Now, if you see like a sponsor like Fruit of the Loom is part of it, probably don't want to go unless, of course, you like free underwear. And finally, for the last tip, make sure that you go to a festival that other people have gone to before. So in other words, Lollapalooza happened. So you know that like there are pictures and there's video and there's all kinds of stuff at the festival. A first-time festival with the promotion that they put together for that could not have possibly have shot that concert footage. It was all stock photography from other concerts. So if it's a first-time festival, don't go the first year. Just don't. Unless, of course, you like to eat cheese sandwiches and live in FEMA trailers or domes when you get there and have no water and have to live like a savage, like Lord of the Flies. If you enjoy that, go right ahead. So what do you think? What would you have done in this situation, or how would you have avoided this entire thing, other than the price tag of a ticket, of course? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Please click on the little bell that's right down there as well. It'll notify you every time we post up something new to the channel. Anyway, I'm your host, Nelson Velasquez, and thank you for watching. To all my people that be living it up, what will I do? What will you do? That song sucks.